My name is Ijaz Mason. I am a filmmaker, a digital content creator, and an educator. I am also a co-founder of Lede New Orleans. As someone who has worked their entire life to create positive change in the community, it upsets me to see that the media consistently criminalizes Black and brown people. And many people in my community, especially young people, have come to the conclusion that the news media just isn't doing a good enough job of reporting on what's really happening here in the city.
The reality right now is that majority white newsrooms are covering a city that is majority Black and increasingly Latino. That impacts how communities are covered. And it's harmful, especially when whole communities are seen more as subjects rather than stakeholders in the storytelling process. We believe that everyone has the power to drive change in their community. Whether as a journalist or an organizer or an informed citizen, and good holistic journalism is really a key ingredient for healthy and thriving communities. The trouble in New Orleans right now is that not everyone has access to information, for one, nor the experience and training to fully realize their potential as a change maker. My name is Jennifer Lorino. I'm a journalist in New Orleans, Louisiana, and co-founder of Lede New Orleans. Lede New Orleans is a nonprofit news organization that brings young adults, journalists, and creatives together to produce equitable, community-driven media. We do that in two ways. One is through media education, through workshops, panels, and networking events. The other is through our paid fellowship program, which supports emerging Black, Latinx, Asian, and LGBTQ+ journalists in our city. We teach emerging journalists how to do community journalism in the 21st century. That's news gathering to multimedia and video work. And then we turn around and put those learnings into direct action by doing reporting and information gathering in communities that are underrepresented in local media.
I'm Jesse Hardman from the Listening Post Collective. We're a national community journalism project that seeks to make reporting more accessible to and representational of local communities. We help create startups like Lede New Orleans and try to make them sustainable and supported by the communities that they're serving. My vision for the future of journalism is that it's relevant, it's accessible, and it's responsive. Relevant means that it answers people's questions. It helps them know what's going on in their community so they can help their families. Accessible in that it appears in places where people are most likely to see it. And responsive in that it comes from a listening exercise with reporters. People are out in the community, they're hearing what's going on, and they're responding to that through their reporting. Journalism also needs to be more representational moving into the future, which is what I love about Lede New Orleans. They're training and developing talent that will be able to cover New Orleans in the way that it was always meant to be covered.
At Lede New Orleans, we are working toward a world where the local news ecosystem and newsrooms reflect the communities they serve, where community members are equipped with the skills and knowledge that they need to drive change in their communities, regardless of where they come from or what they look like or where they went to school. We're not going to reach that point unless we radically rethink not just what is covered in local news, but who is covering local stories and how we're involving the community in that storytelling process. Our work here at Lede New Orleans is really an opening and building that access. And specific to journalism, taking an honest look at who has not been allowed to be a storyteller in our city, who has not been involved in the conversation about what stories are being told, and taking deliberate steps to fix that. That's what equitable media means to us.